Gentlemen, if you are over 50, let me ask you something very personal. What would you do if I told you there is a single hidden spot in your body, not on the shaft, not in the muscles you train at the gym, but a discrete point that can quietly send fresh blood to your most intimate regions, restore sensitivity you thought was fading, and help you feel the kind of confidence you had 20 years ago? My name is Dr. Anna Lee, and I have spent over 10 years specializing in men's health and urology. In that time, I've worked with thousands of men who believed their best days were behind them, only to discover that with the right guidance, the body still has the ability to adapt, recover, and perform in remarkable ways. Today, I'm not here to give you pills, pumps, or empty promises. I'm here to share with you one natural, time-tested method that has changed the way many men experience their vitality. This method focuses on an area most men completely overlook: the perineum, the soft, muscular region between the scrotum and the anus. At first glance, it seems insignificant, but once you understand the anatomy, you'll see that it is one of the most powerful control centers for blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and muscular support. When you combine gentle stimulation of this point with the natural properties of castor oil, something incredible happens. Circulation improves, pelvic floor muscles relax, nerve pathways become more responsive, and many men begin noticing stronger, more consistent morning erections within weeks. I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow with that automatic signal of vitality again, firmer, longer lasting, and natural. I want you to imagine entering intimacy without hesitation or doubt, because your body responds the way you want it to. That is what this technique is designed to do. And remember, this is not about turning back the clock to your 20s. It's about unlocking what your body is still capable of right now, with the right care and attention. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where this spot is, how to stimulate it safely, and how to combine it with castor oil and healthy daily habits for results that can restore confidence, stamina, and control. Now that you know who I am and why this conversation matters, let's dive into the heart of the matter, the hidden spot itself. Most men never even think about the perineum, that soft region between the scrotum and the anus. Yet anatomically, it sits on top of some of the most important structures that control erections, circulation, and even bladder strength. Think of the perineum as the crossroads of your pelvic floor. Underneath this area lies a powerful muscle called the bulbospongiosus. This muscle acts like a natural pump. When it contracts, it traps blood inside the penis, making erections firmer and longer lasting. But as men age, that muscle weakens. It becomes less responsive, less able to hold blood where it belongs. The result? Erections that fade too quickly or don't reach the strength you remember. But that's not all. The perineum also sits near key nerve pathways. These nerves send messages from your brain down to your pelvic region. Over time, nerve conduction slows, meaning those signals don't arrive with the same speed or intensity. Gentle stimulation of the perineum, especially with the soothing properties of castor oil, can wake up those pathways again, almost like rebooting a sluggish computer. Why castor oil? This natural oil, extracted from the seeds of the castor plant, is rich in ricinoleic acid, a compound known to support circulation, reduce mild inflammation, and encourage tissue relaxation. When applied externally to the perineum, castor oil penetrates the skin, warms the tissues, and helps dilate small blood vessels. This makes it easier for oxygen and nutrients to flow into the pelvic floor, and easier for those vital muscles and nerves to do their job. Many men who try this technique describe subtle changes after just a few days: warmth in the pelvic region, stronger morning energy, a sense of fullness that feels reassuring. Over weeks, these small signals add up. Erections last longer, sensitivity returns, and men often report improved bladder control as a surprising bonus. This isn't magic, it's anatomy and support. When you activate the perineum daily with gentle pressure and a simple oil massage, you're giving your body a direct signal. Wake up, strengthen, and perform the way you were designed. And when combined with healthy habits like hydration, leafy greens, and pelvic exercises, the results become even more reliable. Gentlemen, the perineum is not just a forgotten patch of skin. It is the hidden control center of your vitality. And now you know why it deserves your attention. Gentlemen, now that you know why the perineum is so important, let's get practical. I promised you a simple, natural routine. And here it is. This is the exact step-by-step method that men over 50 have been using to reawaken circulation, restore sensitivity, and rebuild confidence. First, preparation matters. Choose a pure, cold-pressed castor oil. Not the cheap blends, not the cosmetic versions with perfumes, but the real oil that has been used for centuries for healing. Pour a small amount into a clean dish and, if possible, warm it gently in your hands. The warmth alone helps relax tissues and makes absorption easier. Now, find a quiet space. You don't need special equipment, but privacy is important. Sit or lie down comfortably with your knees slightly apart. Using clean fingers, apply a few drops of the oil directly to the perineum. This is not about pouring or flooding the area. Less is more. A thin layer is enough to begin. Next, start with gentle pressure. Place 2 fingers in the center of the perineum, that soft pad of tissue just beneath the scrotum. Begin with small, slow circular motions, pressing firmly but never painfully. Imagine you're waking up the muscle beneath, sending a signal through the nerves. Within a minute or two, you may feel warmth spreading, sometimes a subtle tingling, sometimes just a deep relaxation. That is your body responding. After 2 to 3 minutes, you can increase the firmness slightly. Think of it as massaging life back into the muscle that has been idle for too long. If you like, pair the massage with deep breathing. Inhale slowly, hold, exhale, to relax your nervous system and enhance blood flow even further. Consistency is everything. Do this once a day. Morning before you get out of bed is excellent, or in the evening after a warm shower. Within a week, most men begin to notice subtle changes. Stronger morning energy, a heavier feeling of fullness, greater sensitivity. Over time, the results grow. And here's the beauty. This routine doesn't just support erections. Many men report improved bladder control, reduced pelvic tension, even relief from nagging lower back stiffness. Why? Because when you activate this control center daily, you're improving the entire pelvic floor system. Gentlemen, this is not a complicated ritual. It's 2 fingers, a drop of natural oil, and a few minutes of focus. Yet those few minutes can unlock changes you've been missing for years. Gentlemen, here's the truth. No single routine, no matter how effective, exists in isolation. If you want the benefits of castor oil and perineum activation to be faster, stronger, and longer lasting, you must pair it with the right daily habits. And the good news is, these habits are simple, natural, and entirely within your control. Let's start with circulation. Erections live or die on blood flow. If your arteries are stiff, your veins sluggish, no amount of stimulation will give you the firmness you want. That's why hydration is non-negotiable. Every cell in your body relies on water, and your blood volume depends on it. When you drink enough, not soda, not alcohol, but pure water, your blood stays thinner, smoother, more capable of reaching where it's needed most. I recommend aiming for at least 8 glasses a day, spread evenly. It sounds simple, but most men over 50 are walking around dehydrated without realizing it. Next, nutrition. There are foods that act like gasoline for your circulatory system, and others that clog the engine. Leafy greens like spinach and kale flood your body with nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide, the same messenger that relaxes blood vessels for stronger erections. Beets, pomegranates, and blueberries add antioxidants that keep your arteries flexible. And don't forget healthy fats. Salmon, walnuts, extra virgin olive oil. They calm inflammation and stabilize hormones. Now let's talk about your pelvic floor. The same muscles that control urination also trap blood in the penis during erection. But like any muscle, if you don't use it, you lose it. Simple pelvic floor exercises, often called Kegels, can strengthen this hammock of muscles. Try contracting as if you're stopping a stream of urine. Hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do sets of 10, 3 times a day. Pair this with your castor oil massage, and you'll be amazed at the synergy. Finally, stress. You can't underestimate its impact. When you're stressed, your nervous system clamps down, blood vessels constrict, and libido plummets. 5 minutes of deep breathing, a short evening walk, or even quiet meditation can flip your body from fight or flight into rest and restore. That's the state where circulation flows freely and hormones balance themselves naturally. Gentlemen, think of these habits as multipliers. The castor oil routine is the spark, but water, nutrition, muscle training, and stress control, these are the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Put them together, and you create an environment where strong, dependable performance is not the exception. It's the new normal. Gentlemen, now that you know the routine and the supporting habits, let's answer the question every man has. When will I see results? The truth is, your body is not a machine you flip on and off. It is a living system that responds, adapts, and strengthens with consistency. But here's the encouraging part. Most men don't have to wait long to notice the first signs of change. Within the first week, the most common feedback I hear is a sense of warmth and fullness in the pelvic region. Some describe it as a gentle tingling, others as a subtle heaviness. This is your blood flow waking up, your nerves beginning to fire with more clarity, and your muscles responding to the stimulation. You may also notice stronger morning energy, that automatic signal you thought was fading. By the second week, the changes often deepen. Erections may not only come easier, but also last longer. Sensitivity begins to return, making intimacy feel more natural, less forced. Many men are surprised to find bladder control improving. Fewer nighttime trips, less urgency. This is because your pelvic floor, once neglected, is being retrained to function as it should. By the fourth week, the routine often becomes second nature. And by now, the body has begun to remember. Erections are firmer, more reliable. Confidence grows, stress fades, and many men report feeling 10 years younger in their overall energy. This isn't a miracle. It's physiology. You are retraining your nervous system, strengthening your muscles, and restoring circulation. Now, let me set a clear expectation. Results vary. Some men feel changes in days, others need a month or more. Age, health conditions, and lifestyle all play a role, but the key is consistency. Skip the routine and the body forgets. Stay with it, and the improvements stack up, becoming stronger over time. And here's something important. This isn't just about sexual performance. Men often report more stable mood, better sleep, even reduced tension in the lower back. Why? Because circulation and pelvic strength don't just serve one purpose. They affect your entire foundation of health. Gentlemen, the journey is not about chasing a quick fix. It's about creating a steady rhythm your body can trust. And when you give it that rhythm, daily, patiently, the results are not only noticeable, they're lasting. Gentlemen, by now you've learned the routine, the habits, and the timeline, but let me remind you of something vital. This is not just about intimacy. This is about your entire life as a man over 50. Think about it. Erections are not an isolated function. They are a mirror of your circulation, your hormones, your nervous system, even your mental health. When a man begins to lose his confidence in the bedroom, it often reflects changes happening throughout his body. Stiffening arteries, slowing nerves, weakened muscles, rising stress. Ignore those signals, and you risk more than your performance. You risk your overall vitality. That's why I want you to see this castor oil routine and perineum activation as more than just a trick. It is a daily reminder that your body still responds, still adapts, still remembers how to thrive. Each time you take a few minutes to massage, breathe, and relax, you're not only training your pelvic floor, you're training your nervous system to let go of stress. You're training your circulation to open up. You're training your mind to believe again in your strength, and the benefits spill into every area of life. Men who commit to this practice often tell me they don't just feel more confident in intimacy, they feel more energy in the morning, more focus at work, more patience with family, more joy in simple daily moments. Because when blood flows freely and hormones rebalance naturally, you feel alive in ways you thought were gone. This is why I keep saying your sexual health is a reflection of your overall health. By nurturing one, you improve the other. By choosing consistency, you prove to yourself that aging is not decline, it's adaptation. And when you give your body the right signals, it responds with strength, reliability, and vitality. Gentlemen, don't think of this as a secret technique only for the bedroom. Think of it as a doorway to better health, greater confidence, and a richer life. Because when you take control of your foundation, everything else rises with it. Gentlemen, let's take a moment to bring everything together. Over the course of this video, you've discovered something that most men never learn. The perineum is not just an overlooked patch of skin. It's a hidden control center. By applying a simple, natural oil like castor oil, paired with gentle daily stimulation, you can wake up circulation, restore nerve sensitivity, and strengthen the very muscles that support your erections. You've also learned how to supercharge this routine with daily habits. Hydration to keep your blood smooth and flowing, leafy greens and healthy fats to repair your arteries and balance your hormones, pelvic floor exercises to trap blood where it belongs, stress management to keep your nervous system calm and open. Each of these steps is powerful on its own, but when combined, they create an environment where your body can remember how to perform naturally and consistently. And I've shared with you what to expect: subtle signs in the first week, deeper changes in the second, and noticeable results within a month if you stay consistent. This isn't about chasing a miracle. It's about reminding your body of what it already knows how to do and giving it the support to do it well. So here's my final message to you. Aging is not the end of vitality. It is the beginning of a new chapter. Your body still has the ability to adapt, to respond, to surprise you if you give it the right attention. By taking just a few minutes each day to apply this technique, you're not only reclaiming confidence in the bedroom, you're reclaiming confidence in yourself, in your health, and in your future. Gentlemen, don't ignore the signals your body is sending. Don't accept decline as inevitable. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the power to change the story starting tonight. If you found this message valuable, share it with someone who might need it. Because you never know, a simple reminder, a simple technique could be the spark that gives another man his life back. I'm Dr. Anna Lee, and I wish you health, vitality, and strength at every age. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care of your body, listen to it, and never stop believing in its ability to renew itself.